Yeah, baby, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'm a...
Well, if you're going to play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
They'll run on first down. Stevens, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He finds an opening past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Kill. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike.
2nd and 11.
Big stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
That's taken on the 25. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now wins. Screenplay, Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. It's caught. Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, orbit. 55, come on, Todd, 55.
2nd and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Mike, 50. Hey, foxtrot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
We own that 61. Matchbox, get it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
He'll drop to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check. Check out.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Stay with your man.
On second down now, it's Stevens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Here we go. Kill.
Hey, watch the ball.
On first down, Stevens. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. Stevens. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Go.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now again, right side. It's Stevens. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Tight dog. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Lou.
Check 24. Check.
Now Howard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Howard. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. 8 read.
54 Mike. We got to get the ball.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Hurry. Go.
Back to throw here. Completes it to Aguilar. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 55. Mike 55. 3 buzz.
5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Charlie,
Under 10. 10.
ready.
Looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? He's got a man, complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. Greystone, travel. Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, wahoo.
Watch the backer. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Get ready.
2nd and 14. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Waiting. Stand by 7. 57. Mike, 57. Watch it. Hey, over.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Hey, box truck.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 6. It's caught by Aguilar.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
30 base.
Check 55.
Yeah. Hey, Delta.
Right there in the middle. 55. It's our field.
Hey, go.
They'll set up a throw. Caught by Jones. The end result, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
10 logo. Blue draw Porker.
Check 3.
Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
He'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good. 20. Rebutt. One flag. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, it's Stevens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Wentz. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 1. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, go.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wentz to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check back.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready? Watch, twist. Who's on 7? Mike 51.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Let's go.
80 weapon.
SOS.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Gets around him. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Now wins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Wentz. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he...